Hi, this is your host Chantel, and I welcome you to 5 and 5 Live, where we interview experts on various advanced technology programs, inventions, and developments. Our format is 5 questions, 5 answers in 5 minutes. At the end of the interview, we provide additional information. So let's get started, and thank you for watching 5 and 5 Live.
Hi, I'm Caden Stanzione, and I want to thank you for joining us here on 5 and 5 Live. Today, we're going to interview Mitch Fillet, a former U.S. Army Airborne soldier and Wall Street investment banker that has significant experience in seeing tech companies funded. Mitch left Wall Street to start his own boutique investment bank, and I was fortunate to be introduced to him where he led the development of a 506 ppm private placement memorandum in the amount of $70 million for one of my former companies. Mitch, thanks for being with us today.
Morning, great to see you.
Yeah, great. Thanks, buddy. And we look forward to you sharing some insights on how entrepreneurs can navigate the funding challenges. So let's get started, and I'm going to hit you with the first question and turn it over to you, buddy.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it. All right, now you ran your own investment bank. What are some of the mistakes that entrepreneurs make when seeking to raise capital?
They don't have the right team. You know, there is no I in team. There's lots of dollars in team. You want to be a successful entrepreneur, it's about the company you keep. And that doesn't mean the big names and the super successful people, because you can't really get to them. But when the investor comes in before they write the check, they want to meet the team. And so it's all about your team.
Gotcha. I agree. The team is very important. The culture that you build within your company is very important. In the United States, we are seeing failures of large banks. This has been unprecedented for the last 20 years. So how does the failure of banks like Silicon Valley Bank affect the investment community for entrepreneurs?
Well, let's just reset the clock a little bit. Silicon Valley Bank was not a big bank. It's not a small bank, but it ain't a big bank. All right. So if Citibank went under, we'd feel that shockwave over in Europe and into Asia. But that's not the case here. Right? Banks are always going to make mistakes. They're just a bunch of human beings. We give them our money for free. They then invest our money in assets and they harvest the difference. Silicon Valley Bank didn't do a good job of managing their assets. That's all. Simple. So when everyone got worried, they started taking money out, including their really big depositors. They lost deposits. The assets that they invested in were bad. Bam, no capital left. They go under.
Gotcha. Well, looking at my piggy bank, they're a big bank.
Okay.
All right. Third question. Typically, the tech inventors do not have a strong financial background. So when should they start considering getting professional support to develop their financial model?
While they're thinking about creating this enterprise to bring forward their technology, part of literally the first person on the team, other than maybe someone to help them finish up the technology, should be a finance person. And you don't have to hire the finance person. You've got business school students that would love to do it part-time that are very smart. I have some students that are wizards, right? And it could be very helpful to an organization. You've got accounting firms that have experts in startup finance, and then you've got the finance people floating around who want to be part of a startup team. You got lots of choices.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Now, raising money for your business can mean giving up a lot of equity and even partial to total control. So how can businesses raise funds while retaining their majority equity and control?
That's a really hard question. And the way you do that is that you're honest with yourself about how much money you need, right? So I'm going to need 20 million to really launch this thing. Okay, don't raise it all tomorrow, right? Raise $1 million or 2 million. Build a structure, build a team, build something that's tangible that investors can come in and talk to and touch and understand, And that raises the valuation of the enterprise, and then you go after the big money. And if you do it that way, you wind up still maintaining control.
So you're basically saying eat the elephant one bite at a time.
Correct.
Makes sense. Now, you have to write a business plan. And writing a business plan can be very challenging, especially for entrepreneurs that have never really done it before. Just because you may work for a big company and you've written some large proposals for government or for a large contract or a partnership doesn't mean you've written a proposal for Wall Street. What is the single most important feature of a business plan that investors want to see?
The single most important thing in a business plan that keeps your investors interested is a well-written plan without grammatical or syntactical mistakes. I've seen business plans where there are spelling errors in the title. That doesn't work. Sorry, rejected. My suggestion is to run the business plan. First edit is the entrepreneur. First write is the entrepreneur. Then take that business plan to a good business school that's nearby. There's plenty of them. You know, if you're in Jersey, come to Rutgers. There's plenty of students who for $500 will bend over backwards to read your business plan, make suggestions, do some research, and create a really finished product. And then if you've got someone you know who is a good writer, then you take that product and run it past someone who's got good writing and English skills. And when you're done after that 3-step process, you're going to have a fantastic business plan.
So makes sense, do it in stages. Each level, get some more expertise and refine it until it's perfecto.
Right. Don't keep recirculating it amongst your best friends. Maybe none of whom have written anything for the last 20 years, because you're going to wind up with an okay but not a great product. And when someone's reading it, if they're in the business of reading business plans and investing in these companies, they're going to be reading hundreds of these business plans. You want yours to stand out.
Well, I appreciate that. Mitch, it's been a pleasure. We've been together for, over 20 years now. You've been a huge asset to my companies over the years. I appreciate the work that you've done, the contributions you've made, and I hope this short little interview can help some entrepreneurs that are particularly in the UAM and advanced air mobility sector. There's so many of them. There's so much money out there that they're trying to raise, and it's getting tighter and tighter. But hopefully this will be some help. And this interview will be posted on the website. And of course, if there's questions, Mitch, I hope you'll be comfortable answering questions from the field.
Absolutely. And Caden, let me say it's been an honor to be associated with you. I've never met someone who's taken as much intelligence and hard work as you into a project. God bless.
You're too kind. Thank you, Mitch. And thank everyone for watching 5 and 5 Live. Good night.
All right. See ya.
Thank you for watching 5 and 5 Live. We hope you found the interview to be informative and that it has met your expectations. Please visit our website for any additional information the expert has made available for download. Also, while at our website, if you have an exciting product, research, or business that you would like to share with our audience, please let us know. We would love to hear from you. Thank you and goodbye.